You generated plans to do this is new day. So if you cannot already tell, this is an AI generated comic. I mean, look at it. It looks like shit and it doesn't make any sense. I found a bunch of these and they are all just downright horrendous. Just slops after slops after slops with no value whatsoever. But I thought it would be a fun challenge for me, a real artist, to redraw these AI comics. I've been making mini comics for only a little while now, so I'm not like a professional or anything, but this could be a great practice and learning experience. And to make this a challenge, I'll have to redo one of the comic but replace them with my own characters from my mini comic series Passion Island. The title is still under work, by the way. So enough with the pepperoni, let's get into it. Let's go outside, Alice. Oh, right, I need to refill your food. Oh wait, the dishes need to get done. Sigh. Let's take Alice outside. It's not that serious. Come on, Alice. Okay, hold on. I'm confused. The person who generated this comic said that this comic represents how ChatGPT thinks their mornings are like. So it's either they always get drunk in the morning or ChatGPT was drunk when generating this, because this literally does not make any sense. Well, I'm gonna show you my redraw of this comic, but let me share my process first. I started with figuring out what the comic was really trying to say, because I don't want to just redraw this incomprehensible mess frame by frame, you know? I wanted to make it make sense. So I think the setup is the woman wants to take her dog out for a walk, but she noticed that she's got a lot of chores to do. And the punchline is, after doing all the chores, she is too tired and didn't end up taking the dog out. I think this makes more sense and probably what Miss ChatGPT was trying to generate, but it got drunk, I guess. I mean, what was the last two panels about? So after I figured out the flow of the comic, I went ahead and sketched the panels. The first panel is the woman calling her dog Alice for a walk. The next panel shows her noticing the chores around her house that she needs to get done, like refilling the dog feeder and doing the dishes. By the way, there were literally no dishes in the AI comic. And the next two panels show her doing even more chores, doing the laundry, scrubbing the floor, and cooking. I decided to add more chores for her to do because it amplifies the final punchline in the next page that shows her exhausted after doing all the chores, and she tells Alice she's too tired to take her out. Poor doggy. I think adding another page kind of broke the rule because I feel like this sort of gag comics, they are usually only in one page, so sue me, I guess. I kept composition in mind while working on this and all the next comics because working with composition can definitely make your drawings look more dynamic, like in the first and last panel. It's really not that big of a change, but I think it makes quite a difference. And with that, let's take a look at the final drawings. Hey Alice, let's go for a walk. Oh, wait, I need to refill your food first. Ugh, the dishes need to get done too. Oh my god, so many chores! Oh my god, what the f- Alice, I'm too tired. Maybe next week. Yay, so that's my redraw of the comic. I'm like so happy with how it turned out. One thing that I could improve on is the speech bubble here. I think the placement is kind of awkward, but overall, I love it. Let's see if we could improve on the next comic.
Hey champ, wanna hear a joke?
Why do I sound like Dr. Phil?
Hey champ, wanna hear a joke?
Sure.
I'll be right back. Just gonna go grab some milk.
I mean, the joke is pretty obvious, but this comic is so awkward. Even the setup is kind of dumb. So, he wants to tell the kid a joke, and then he left to get milk. Is that the joke? Is the joke the fact that he's never gonna come back? What? I'm probably overanalyzing this. Anyways, I decided that if we're gonna make the dad never come home after getting milk joke, we are really going to make it. We need to amplify it to 1,000. In the AI slop version, it doesn't really show the dad never returning. for all we know, he's probably just doing a bit and will return later. Yeah, I'm definitely overanalyzing this. But in my version, I'm gonna show that he 100% never came back. So in the first panel, instead of the dad just randomly telling the kid a joke, the kid actually asked the dad if he's ready to play baseball. So, he's all excited to spend time with his dad. Aw, so sweet. But his dad tells him he needs to go get milk first. And then the next panel shows him leaving the door, telling the kid, wait till daddy comes home, okay? And the kid excitingly says, okay, and waits for him to come home. So he waits and waits and waits until... Oh my god. My version is definitely more fucked up, but it's funnier, right? Right? I was hesitant to add the time skip panel because I thought it would be lazy, but I think it's important to really show the weight of the situation, by showing how long he really waits for his dad to come home, which is a long time. So I didn't realize this until I finished the line art, but I didn't change much of anything for this one, so it ended up being a closer redraw than the first comic. But since I changed the punchline, it's not a full-on frame-by-frame redraw, Anyways, let's see the final drawings. Daddy, ready to go play? I'm sorry, that is the best kid voice that I can do.
Yeah, but daddy has to go get milk first. Just wait till daddy comes home, okay, bud?
Okay. So he waits for his dad to come home. So that is my redraw of the comic. I really love how it turned out. It's not that funny, but this joke is over and done at this point. Well, let's amp up the challenge for the next comic. But before that, I need to go grab some milk too. I'll be right back. Haha, I died laughing. Thud. I died laughing. Okay, I get what the joke is, but the comic itself is so sloppy. I guess it really lives up to the AI slop name, huh? But for real though, this is just so slouchy. Also, why does the lady have the same expression throughout the comic? Like, ma'am, your friend just dropped dead. You got no reaction at all? So, to give myself a challenge, I decided to redo this comic without words. Actions speak louder than words, they say, so let's see if I can convey action with my drawings. And just like the previous comic, if we're gonna make this joke, we have to really commit to it. If he's gonna die laughing, he is going to die laughing. Okay, maybe I have an issue. So the first panel shows the dude laughing out loud. Again, no words allowed, but I wanted the context to be he's laughing at her, which explains her annoyed expression. So I made him point at her while laughing. Have you ever experienced this? People pointing at you while laughing? There's gonna be some cartoon level bullying. I think the AI was trying to do the same thing, but I feel like it wasn't as clear. So the second panel shows him laughing a little too hard. She notices it and starts to get visibly concerned. And then the next panel is the fall. And instead of being an emotionless, heartless person, she actually shows concern. And the final panel is, well, the punchline. Ha ha ha. I mean, I don't know, okay? I'm just redrawing these comics. I did not come up with these punchlines. I don't know why these people are obsessed with portraying misery in comics. I mean, we got child neglect, pet neglect, and now death. I do love wordless comics though. I remember I had a wordless comic book about animals when I was a kid, and I used to read it all the time. I think wordless comics are so brilliant because it's universal. Everyone, regardless of language spoken, can understand them. They have to work with physical and visual comedy. I think it is really impressive. So with that being said, let's take a look at the final drawings. Hmm? Eh? Oh! Ah! Girl, what the fuck am I doing with my life? So that is the redraw. I really love it. I think it's really adorable, except for the death part. If I can change something, I'll adjust the third panel a bit because it kinda looks like she pushed him. I don't know actually, do you think it's funnier if he fell himself or if she pushed him? This is so fucked up. Let's just move on to the final one where I have to redraw an AI slop comic but replace the characters with my own OCs from a series called Passion Island. If you didn't know, I made a video reimagining the AI Fruit Love Island by creating new characters based on fruits. People seem to love it, and we have sort of built a little fandom around these silly little fruits. Some even said I have overtook the Fruit Love Island. And you know what? I don't mind taking ownership of it. I have been making weekly mini comics about them, so for this last comic, I'm going to replace these characters with Strawbella, Mandy Lynn, and Benanito. But before that, let's take a closer look at the slop. Yeah, haha. Been working out. I noticed. Well, I hope she also noticed her clone in front of her and that the bubble speech is melting into her body. I understand what the joke is supposed to be, but since it's AI generated, it's just a jumbled, awkward mess. I think it would be funnier if the person was just flexing subtly, instead of just flat out flexing her biceps like that. So that's what I did with my redraw. The first panel shows Benanito flexing his biceps by pretending to look at his watch, under the guise of Mandy asking him what time it is, even though she didn't. The next panel is him flexing his forearm or tricep, I don't know. And Strawbella can be seen being down bad for him. Calm down, girl. And the third panel is him pretending to be yawning, making sure his shirt is lifted enough to expose those abs. And the final panel is the punchline or resolution. Drawing this was super fun. I think mostly because I was drawing my own characters rather than some randos. I always draw my OCs in my videos, so I would be remiss if I don't steal the chance to do that in this video as well. Also, I got to kill 2 birds in 1 stone, and we love saving time in this household. Honestly, doing this challenge was so fun overall. I got to try new techniques and got myself more used to making comics so that I can make more in the future. I can already smell them AI bros in the comments telling me the AI is better or whatever. But the experience and joy I got from this were really valuable, and that's something that AI can never replicate. Anyways, with all that being said, let's take a look at the final drawings. Did you ask what time it is, Mandy? No. Wow, this drink is so good. Ooh. I actually have been working out lately. We noticed. Oh my god, I am so proud with how it came out. My babies look so cute and scrumptious. I posted this a few days ago and some comments were agreeing with Strawbella and some were hard disagreeing with her. Our banana boy is a polarizing figure, huh? Anyways, if you want to watch more of me taking down AI slops, check out this playlist here. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching till the end. Take care and I'll see you next time. Toodles!